As New Orleans property owners are getting notices of new and mostly higher assessments, Mayor LaToya Cantrell is asking for a new $3 mil property tax.
And that is the topic of this week's commentary by Eyewitness News political analyst and Gambit columnist Clancy.
When you buy or build something new, it's important to maintain it. That's Mayor Cantrell's message to the council and the public regarding her proposed $3 mil property tax. It's for maintenance. The City Council must decide whether to put the proposed tax on the November 16th ballot. So far, most council members feel the mayor's proposal is too all-inclusive. They're asking for it to focus on infrastructure. They also fear that if the ballot language is too broad, voters will reject it, especially after getting notices recently that their property assessments have gone up. The council and the mayor need to find common ground and common language. If they don't, voters could resolve the dispute with one word: no.
This has been an expression of opinion by Clancy. Email your thoughts to commentary@wwltv.com.